Come on, set. 60 or. Topper. Begin. Safe. Get it.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Pilot, 64, weak. Kill. Check.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch them?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Protein spill. Kill. Turn up. Check three. 5.
On second down, a run with Breida. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Got it. Yo. Check. Ready.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Let's go.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second and 9 now from the 21.
Wait. Hey. We got three. 3 down.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Mike, ready. Black, do that. Green, 17.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Ready. Back, behind. Let's go, D. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
On second and 12, Winston. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Ready. Blue ready. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On third down, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
15 for the Niners there and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
What we got? Watch the edge.
Blue draw quarters.
This is Breida. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 28-yard line.
Ready?
Mike 51. Mike 51.
80 weapons. Hey, orbit.
Check. Hot route. Hot. 51, Mike. Mike 51.
On second down and 4, Young. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At the 19-yard line.
Ready? 15, Ronnie. 15 line.
You don't want none. Check.
Greystone, travel.
45. Mike 45. Go.
Now.
Go.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Double dog. That's
Hey, exit.
Switch gears.
They go.
Off the play fake, Young. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Debo Samuel. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
61, matchbox lights.
You got tight.
Hey, Alpha.
You got tight right there.
Now Young. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And his kick here is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now a give, right side. Dobbins. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. And Winston lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check safety. Check safety.
Deep rip.
Now it's Breida. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Set up, 18 Gator.
I got one. Switch.
Recon, 132 fighter.
No.
Get it.
Here's Breida. And some room to maneuver. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
6-6. Pull it high. Now.
They'll try to run with Breida. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and goal.
Check it out. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Hey, alert 3.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. On third down, a run from Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Wait. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 18-yard line.
Come on,
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to, but somehow they put it together with foot.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Brings up third down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
This is taken at the 18. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
36-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jameis to throw it. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. On 3rd down, Dobbins, and he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Jameis now on 1st down. Open man is Howard, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. Blue ready. White.
Crunch down, defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And to give this time to the tailback. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready. Blue ready.
Mike 54. Oh, here we go.
Oh. 3-17. Ready to go.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 44 yards out, left hash. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this of intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tight end left. You got 3 down.
Winston now. He sets up the screen to Jones.
Got you, boy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Push him back.
Now Winston. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready. Black, come out behind.
Check.
Wait.
54. 54.
The first down throw for Winston. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Man, I got you.
To try again after the sack. Winston looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
You got it. You got it.
Brings up third down.
Ready.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check the backer. Check the backer. Kill. Hey, turn.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Protein spill.
Mike 54. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Bravo. Take go.
On 2nd and 12, Young. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ready. Flag.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go on. Come on, D.
Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. And he finds Howard complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Winston now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And Winston lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run it now out of the gun. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Ready? White 25. Green, triple T.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned. And
now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Blue draw courses.
45. Rabbit.
Out of the gun, it's Young. That'll be complete to Breida. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They run with Breida. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
You ready? Hey, Sam off. 80 weapons.
They run again with Breida. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Young. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Right there.
Following the interception, Winston. And an alley to run. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Back to it after the pick six. Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Got it! Black, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Let's go, Echo!
Throwing on second and long. Winston, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. To throw, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Hooked by Tarvarius Moore.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here we go! 60 Pittsburgh. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Ready?
Now a give coming right is Breida. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let him know. Check 3.
General West.
He's checking. Crash.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Taking a shot for Samuel. Deebo Samuel, 37 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Mike, blue wing.
Mike, 5-4.
Don't let him breathe.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And an alley to run. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played the responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Here's Winston. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Let's go now.
4th down, Winston. Flushed, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
It's a turnover on downs.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
And they take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bucs' 24-yard line. Today.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for San Francisco, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.